All right, so this is my new route on Firestar. My old record's 154.8, but I decided to try the right route, one to the right here, because after I noticed it was faster on Venom speed, I switched to this. This is NTSC. So this is my lap record actually. It's not going to be a full race. I put the full race on after. And this is actually my best start for 2 laps, so I'm going to let it play through 2 laps, and then I'll switch right over. But this is like, I would say that this is a half a second faster than the other route. So in this race, I totally messed up. I had a sub 153 going on this actually, and just totally messed up. Like right at the beginning of the next lap. The next lap's a 37.6 on lap 2, which was my record at the time for lap 2. But since then, I've gotten 37.5 on laps 1, 2, and 3 at various times. So I would guess the best theoretical race is 152.5. Probably an impossible thing to get. I missed the pad there, that's why it's 1/10 over. And I just hit here. So stupid. Okay. Now I'll play, okay. Now I'm showing the real-time trial. All right, so here's my time trial record, 153.5. Once again, this is the Rapier speed, NTSC for the PlayStation 1 on Firestar. That's really hard to do right there. I only recently just started kind of getting it most of the time. The other way is like pretty simple to do. And the last jump on the last turbo here, where I go at the end, is actually, I don't really have that down fully yet. I think I have it down mostly, but this part here, sometimes you just get in too far near the wall. So these are actually really good laps. They're just not as good as the my best start race. So I want to keep playing a little later on and see if I can try to get try to get a couple of these faster laps in. So I've gotten this time 153.5. I've gotten it 3 times, and I'm just gonna put them all on. The bouncing there kind of messed that one up. That was probably a couple tenths. Yeah, that took me a long time to figure out how to bounce through there in a reasonable fashion. I missed the beginning pad there. It's probably a couple tenths there. If you can get off that jump right there before 24, you're in pace for a pretty fast lap. Right at 24 is somewhere near 38. Yeah, I messed that up too. Okay. Here's the next one. On the if you take the other path, you go off that first jump around 10 seconds, and on this one, maybe 9.5. I think that's the difference. Yeah, that wasn't great. Still a decent lap. I like to see somebody with a D-pad do that. I know one guy who could probably do it, but it's really, really hard. eventually I'm going to get to this with the Saturn, and I have a couple tracks to go, going through all the Wipeout games for fast, speed, and slow. I'm going to get to it with the Saturn and also with the Dreamcast version. So it'll be interesting to see what times I can get with those. The PAL version of the Saturn is going to be a nightmare because it's so technical. It bounces out of control sometimes. Missed that pad down there. All right, that's 799, and then the last one I got. Right here. Here's the last one. I got all these last night, but I beat my my old record by 1.3, and my best lap on the other route to the left there is 38 seconds. So that route can't beat this time, which is kind of cool. That was kind of my goal. I mean, all three of these races are pretty similar. What do we got here? No, that wasn't very fast. See, I slid out there. That's probably a tenth or two right there. That part there where you're bouncing, you just got to make sure you're not hitting the wall. So it doesn't always bounce. You don't always get the best time through there. Yeah, so I guess my final goal would be 152.9, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that or not. I thought I had the record this time. No, it's not done yet. All right, so this last lap is going to be an 8. A little bit of slowdown there. That wasn't quite right. I missed the first pad there, and that was all right. And that is the last 153.5.